We're going to find out in just a moment here how the futures are trending here today, and then we're going to get analysis from Todd Horwitz at Bubba Trading. But first of all, we want to talk a little bit and focus on that overnight sale again of soybeans. It was in three different batches here: 453,000 metric ton to China, 262,000 metric ton also to China, and 211,000 metric ton to unknown destinations. So, well, there was a little bit of firmness in the soybean market earlier. We'll get to that in a moment, but right now it's the corn market we want to focus on. That nearby contract of September's up 3.5, December's up 2 3/4, 333.5. Not on the low, it is on the high of the day. So that could be a little bit encouraging to the market. And we have firmed the front 2 months of soybeans. So today, according to these numbers we get from bar chart, we're going to have to say the soybean market has been pretty much mixed on both sides of unchanged. August up 3/4 now at 8.97 1/4. September's up 1/4, but November is still down 3/4 cent. For the wheat market, though, in Chicago, we are up 5 cents on the September. December's up 4 pennies. Kansas City wheat on the September contract is up 4 1/4. That December's up 4 cents. And Minneapolis wheat is up 2 1/4 on the September, 2 pennies on the December. Todd, what do you think of these markets here today and these grain markets and where we stand right now? I know that you're always pretty optimistic about where this market could be headed, and there's still opportunities ahead, but producers need to be watching pretty close for those opportunities, don't they?
Yes, sir. Good morning, John. You know, look, I think corn held 330, which is very important. It was a very important level for it to hold, and it did. So, I mean, again, look, it doesn't look unbelievable right now. You know, obviously it looked a lot better a week ago, but it's still okay. Look, there's going to be some pullbacks, and again, you know, with the economy shutdown talk again and all the other things going on, you know, it's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't be worried. I'm certainly not concerned here. I don't mind owning corn at these levels. So I think that's fine. I think soybeans as well have held. I mean, they're at a breakout. They're right at the upper end, and they're going to probably go, I think they're going to go much higher from here. And it looks like wheat's coming back. So, you know, I think the market looks pretty good, and I think they've priced in about as much bad news as you can. And I think that's always the key to watch, is how much has already been priced into the market. And I think it's, you know, I think they've fully priced how much bad can happen.
Todd, I do want to go into the dollar here with you today because I know that you track that also very closely. And this dollar now is below 95. Below 95. We're at 94.890. We're down 170 points right now. Your thoughts here? Can this dollar go ahead and go lower?
I think it's going a lot lower now, John. I think, again, this goes back to the Federal Reserve and what they're trying to do. And of course, obviously, when you get, you get a country selling dollars, and right now, all the central banks around the globe are in a race to zero for their currency. So it's only stripping us of actual cash value, but it's bringing the dollars down. But I don't think, I think we put too big of an emphasis on the effect it will have on commodities or the grain markets. I think that's more of a fallacy over time because the dollar goes up and down like everything else. So. But I do think the dollar is going significantly lower now. You know, as we remember, we used to we're looking for par. We finally got there. I think now we're looking for 90 on the way down. Okay.
Financial market's pretty quiet today, too, Todd.
They're very mixed. In fact, the NASDAQ just broke. But again, you know, they've had such monster rallies, John. It's hard to imagine that they can continue. I mean, you want to talk about a bubble. This is a bubble. Now, the big problem here is nobody knows when the bubble will pop. And again, when you have markets that don't have a lot of liquidity, have very light volume, I think, you're looking for trouble. But again, until it starts, there's no reason to ever get out of this market right now, which is also preventing some new money flowing towards the grain markets.
Ah, interesting. Okay, Todd, stick with us here for just a moment. Todd Horwitz has quite a history in the meat business, and we're going to talk to him about that and what he thinks about this protein complex when we come back here on the Market Day Report.